Sul, hello, and Labus. Welcome to another episode of the Payne Family Ultimate Decades Challenge. The year is 1365, and today is actually Wednesday. It's day 3 of this year, and we're starting at a new household with a sim that we know. Is there a ghost just floating around in the background? Interesting. So yeah, we're here with a newly moved family that's kind of actually gotten a little bit more complicated than was originally anticipated. So this is where Aldona lives. She got married, as you would have seen by now in the intro, and she's pregnant. So she got married and she is now living out here. You can go and sit here. You're pretty hungry. Sir, do you mind putting on some clothes so that people can be introduced to you properly? And, I don't know, you can come sit here so that we can all get a good look at you if you don't mind. Oh, you want to donate to charity? My dude. So this is Aldona's new husband. His name is Gregory, of Riga, and he is older than she is. This was an arranged marriage. Her mother sort of like said, hey, you know, my first husband, Alkir, he was a merchant, and we had a pretty good time. Mostly, except for the fact that he wasn't a very nice guy. And so Aldona was like, you know what, I want to be secure, I want to be settled. And so she kind of asked her mom to make some introductions. She asked people around town to make some introductions, and they introduced her to Gregory, who came from Riga, but he fled and relocated here because he was trying to avoid the pressure of the Sword Brothers, which is the Livonian Order, which are the Crusaders who have taken over Riga by this point in history. And so you can kind of see that in the design of him. Like, he's a bit beat up. He has been in a lot of like conflict. He did not get along with the Sword Brothers, and they let him know who was boss. And he did have to kind of run for his life. So he has had a bit of a tough life, but he's actually an active idealist and unflirty individual. He is a young adult. He'll be becoming an adult in 12 days, whereas Aldona is becoming a young adult in 8 days. So they are quite different in age. Now, Bodil is also here, and this is like very complicated, the reason why. Oh yeah, I guess you can see that they've got a fairly okay relationship. They get along pretty okay as friends, and they've got a good amount of romance from doing the woohoos the other day, which it looks like It looks like Aldona is probably pregnant, so that's handy. In fact, Aldona, if you want to, you can come out here and you can play. And I think her husband is actually going to teach her how to play chess. And she likes that. She likes learning things. She likes being challenged. So he's going to come over here and join the game while we talk about Bodil. Now, you may remember Bodil. She was shared on the gallery forever ago. She has been in the save file for forever. I have thought she was so cute and so amazing, and I have always wanted her to be a part of this, but she never became soulmates with anyone. And eventually, you know, she and Sten met while he was out cavorting one night, and that's how she ended up getting pregnant with his children, and she had, if you remember, 2 children with him, but neither of them survived. And she did that while she was married to her husband, who was sort of the mayor of the area that they were living in. What was his name? I cannot remember. Ignore these. Maritza's in labor. Okay, we're coming. We're gonna go deal with Maritza and then we'll be back. Oh dear. Oh dear. You try and tell a story about things that happen and then you get pulled away for pregnancy. Although it is funny that Maritza is pregnant because the last I saw they had woohooed, but it wasn't for sure that they were pregnant. So this could be a game changer for her and for Edwin. Okay, so here we are at the Jacobsons. Here she is. She is in labor. She also might be sick, I think. And Edwin is freaking out. Okay, now I know. One, I'm super happy Maritza is having a baby with Edwin. First of all, I think that Edwin is like super cute. I've always thought that about Kennard and his genes. They're just so dang cute. So I'm happy she's having a baby, but I'm really hoping this one's gonna live. Where are you? She's doing it without us. She didn't wait to get up here. She went over here. We were standing there waiting for you. Uh-oh. We fell through the floor. That's how excited we got. Maritza, this is the wrong bassinet, but okay. Go, Maritza, go, 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 go. Maritza, go!
Oh, Kumau.
Oh, and it's a boy. Oh my gosh. But we are gonna roll for this baby before we give it a name because I've been burned by Edwin and his children before, so let's go ahead and roll for these guys. For Maritza to survive, oh, we don't know if it's a single or a multiple. Dang it. I'm gonna call this kid Henry. Wait, do we have another Henry right now? I don't think so. I think it's fine. Just one. Oh, and she was so happy. She got the my whole heart sentiment. She's so happy to have a baby. That's so good, Maritza. Oh, Maritza, I hope this one makes it. For Maritza to survive, she cannot roll the numbers 1 or 11. That's it, so she's fine. And for the baby to make it, he cannot roll the numbers 1, 5, 7, 10, 12, 15, 17, or 20. Golly, Edwin is cursed. Oh, Edwin. The only hope that we have for Edwin in continuing to produce a line is basically that Maritza is so desperate that she like will just keep seducing him, which like, you know, I'm cool with that for her. I'm cool with that for her. I'm not mad about it, you know? Okay, so here we are back again. So about Bodil, so she was married to the mayor, the guy who is essentially the same job as the mayor. And he essentially found out that the children that she'd had were not his. And he kind of ended their relationship because of that. He didn't kick her out, he allowed her to stay. But he married another woman. Okay, you can ask him for some advice. So he married another woman and she stayed there, and that's who all of these children are. Yeah, to go do a workout, that's fine. That's who all of these children are that she knows in her relationship panel is these are the children of this woman. And oh yeah, Augustin was his name that she used to be married to. I guess she's like just yeeted him out of her mind. So they separated and she was kind of left you know, on her own in a way. Oh gosh. And so one day, Aldona, our good buddy Aldona, was out at the market. She bumped into Bodil, who's also shopping. They got to talking, and you know, when they looked at each other and when they started talking, just something was apparently different for them. I don't know what it was, but something was different. And sure enough, what happened was that they ended up finding out that they were in fact soulmates. So while she finds Bodil basic looking, they are connected on a soul level. Bodil, if you don't remember, is romantic and creative. She, I don't know, has a lot of thoughts and feelings. She has a lot of skills. But she and Aldona have a very strong relationship. I don't think that they've actually woohooed together, but they are very romantic with each other whenever they get the opportunity to be. However, Aldona did need to marry, and so she married Gregory, and she brought Bodil with her to be their house servant and to live with them. And so Bodil lives here with Aldona and with Gregory, who occasionally leaves on business anyways. Oh, he wants to become friends with her? That's fine. He hasn't noticed anything, and honestly, they haven't really been that romantic since she's been living here, since they've been living here together. Aldona's been doing her marital duties, and I'm pretty sure that she's pregnant, if this hunger bar is anything to go by. But it is kind of interesting. It's kind of interesting that she and Bodil fell in love. Agna, we're not that close. Go home, kiddo. Because, yeah, I haven't really put any of the Sims in Ravenwood Dale yet. But I figure these guys live a little bit further away. I think that Gregory likes to be close enough to Hanseatic cities. And so that's kind of... He escaped Riga. He escaped the Livonian Order, but... he ended up here. So Aldona, I don't know if this is a bit of a selfish move for her or if it's good for Bodil in the end. I don't honestly know. I just know that this is what's happened, is that Bodil came with her, Aldona married Gregory, and they are in an interesting life here together. Oh, they do get along really well. So yeah, they've got good compatibility. He's her spouse, and they have a decent relationship. So on that note, though, I think I'm going to leave these guys here, and we're going to go... The main family that we're supposed to see today is actually Vilkas's, because there's a lot that's a little bit different with them. So, oops, somebody just got a good reputation. So we'll leave these guys here, and I will see you at the next household. Okay, so here we are at a new lot that, again, it's another branch of the family. This is actually where Vilkas has moved out to for a couple of different reasons. In the style of this, I kind of looked up like medieval Baltic homes, and I saw that a lot of the time the pictures that I saw, at least, that were a little bit different were that there were, you know, houses that were a bit smaller that were closer together. And so I kind of took that as inspiration for how their lot would be just a little bit different. You know, it's just nice to have some things be different. Hey, where are you going? Oh, you're going to go and play archery too. Okay, cool. So Raphael is over here with these guys making a mess. Buddy, do you want to go play with that instead? And Vilkas and his wife are, I guess, doing archery together. Very funny. Tasman is in fact pregnant, but I guess she's very slender, so we can't really see. She is in question mark. So that's pretty nice. She and Vilkas, I think, should be having a baby today. And now, you know, it's kind of strange because why don't you share your why don't you kiss her, actually? She seems a bit angry. Share your insecurities. Kiss her hands. You know, all of the great stuff. All of the great romantic stuff that you guys like to do. And you are hungry. Oh yeah, you can like physical intimacy. So basically, what I was thinking with these guys is that the other lot, the lot that they had been at before, Technically, that was Darius, who was Vilkas's father, who was also the original Vilkas's firstborn son. That was technically his lot, but Vilkas and Tasman have a lot more baby tries than Jelva. Jelva only has two baby tries, and the Lance children, they spent their entire lives there, and since they just lost their parents, I thought it might be nicer for them to instead get to stay there. So I figured that they could stay there with Jelva, and that, are you joining cooking? That's very cute. And instead these guys could move out on their own. Why don't you play with your son though? So over here we've got little Raphael Miskinus. Well, I guess, yeah, he is Raphael Miskinus. He's the illegitimate little bean from Vilkas and Catherine. He became a toddler last episode, and Catherine left him here so that she could go back and assume her noble life again. Buddy, that's very cute, but I did say please play with your child. So, are you talking to yourself? That's cute. I'm sorry, but that's so cute. Oh, he loves sounds. That's adorable. And so, yeah, these guys moved out here to this different lot. It's a little bit further away from town, but I kind of feel like that's Vilkas's vibe over the other kids' vibe. I also think that that's kind of, Tasman seems more comfortable with that kind of thing too. So all of those things kind of said to me that this was a better fit for them overall. Tasman's not upset about the whole Raphael thing. She likes him pretty good. She doesn't know him that well, but she likes him pretty good, and she's happy that Vilkas has one of his, I mean, if he's his kid, then she's happy that he's here with him. And, it's just nice for her to have another family. Oh, hey, Sophia. Why don't you go and say hi and invite her in since she came all this way? Gosh, she must be so slender. She's doing the pregnant walk and everything, but you just can't see a tum-tum. Sophia, do you want to come in? You can discuss interests and then, oh yeah, feel the baby. Actually, it's lucky that Sophia's here because we do need somebody who's given birth before because Tasman never has. Now, speaking of the other lot where the Miskinus lances are, oh, it's so cute. Generations. Yeah, invite her in. So in terms of the other lot, we did do this year. Oh, hey, Matt. Matt, actually, we're kind of talking about you, so why don't you say hi to Matt, too? Oh, this must be the welcome wagon. That's so funny. We've kind of landed that every other year we'll do the home risk rolls, and every other year we'll also do the who goes to raid rolls, and that way it just kind of limits the chance that we lose a bunch of Sims because we don't have that many Sims in Lithuania, and I think it's just better to be safe than sorry, even though it's not necessarily as true to history as a lot of the other things. But we've cut it pretty fine with the Lithuanian families a few times, so I think it's better to just be safe than sorry. This year, I rolled for all of the families, and pretty much all of their homes were affected, but luckily nobody was injured too badly and nobody passed away. It was very fortunate. It was a really close call a couple of times, so I'm glad that everybody made it through okay. However, I rolled to see what happened to Matt, who had been away at the raid last year, and Thorn, who is Jelva's soulmate and the father of her child. And unfortunately, while Matt was totally okay, he returned from the raid unscathed. He didn't have a positive or a negative consequence. The same cannot be said for Thorn. So it seems like the curse of Oshira's family, has not been completely finished because what it turned out to be... I didn't know you were a ranger. Interesting. So what it turned out to be is that Thorn actually got a disease, and when I rolled to see what disease it was meningitis. I then flipped a coin to see if it was going to be bacterial or viral meningitis, where heads meant it was bacterial, and unfortunately it was. So he ended up getting bacterial meningitis, which is more dangerous than viral meningitis if you didn't know. And so I flipped a coin to see if he survived, and he did not. So while Jelva survived the birth of their son, which is a super win for her branch of the family, her husband died almost immediately. Oh, I guess he's not her husband. Her soulmate died almost immediately. So that was, I don't know, a weird twist on the curse on them, I guess, but better losing him than her. Is that mean? I don't know. So I don't know what that means for her in the future. I just know that that's what's what. Another weird twist is that when I was actually over at his family, like eliminating him, I found that another sim from his household had actually become soulmates with Anastasia Freeman before she died, which I thought was crazy. Calm down, Matt. That had happened in the background because Anastasia was actually a played household, so it's weird that this stuff keeps happening in the background, but I'm not against it. Man, I hope that this baby lives. Okay, Sophia, calm down. Oh, it's because we won? Yay! Go ahead and get some water, please. And hopefully that cures you. I would really love for you to go into labor while Sophia's here. I would really love that for you. I imagine that Sophia's actually going to go and stay with her daughter Aldona soon, now that Aldona is expecting and now that Matt is back from war. She only has one more child, Sophia, who's still alive, and it is Egla, who's still a child for now. But Matt is back and he can look after Egla, and then she can go and be with her daughter while her daughter, you know, goes through her first pregnancy. And that way she won't be alone and have to deal with that all by herself. So maybe that's for the best. Why don't you go and take a nap after, oops, not sleep. Just go and take a nap after you've done that. Oh yeah, I guess in case you wanted to know what their home looks like, basically on this side it's got a bathroom and kind of like the living space. It has a kitchen, the larder, some games, a candle making station, the new woodworking table from the event. And then on this side, it's kind of like the family living sleeping space. The main bedroom, another little couch with, I think this is cross-stitching. Some beds, another bathroom. Blah, 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 blah. So nothing too crazy. Just, you know, something. Okay, Tasman. Oh, your belly just came in. How exciting. Sophia, come over here, please. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoopsies. Sophia, are you on your way? Yeah, she is. She's coming. She's here, so it counts, okay? We know that the Sims can't be trusted to show up on time or whatever, but she's here. She's here with us. Okay, I just thought I'd check and make sure the ceiling was painted. Go, Tasman, go! Come on. Sophia, you're here to be support. Please help us get the baby out. Matt looks so happy to be a part of this as well. Matt is so funny. Look at him back there. He's like, oh, another addition to the family. Matt, you're so funny. And it's a boy. Oh, cute. Ramunas means calm, apparently. So that's super cute. It's such a cute name. Congratulations, Tasman! Thank you so much, Sophia, for coming here and helping us get the baby into the world. And thank you as well, Matt. Vilkas, are you about to flip out? No? Oh, bless you. Ew, she just sneezed right on the baby. Oh my gosh, how disgusting. I saw the snot come out of her face, too. Okay, let's see if the baby and the mom make it. Oh my gosh, please make it. He is freaking out back there. For Tasman to survive, she cannot roll the numbers 1 or 11, that's it, so... Thank goodness. And for the baby, Ramunas, to survive, he cannot roll the numbers 1, 5, 7, 10, 12, 15, 17, or 20. Please, baby. Heck yeah! He made it. Whoop, whoop. Okay, it's not exactly time period appropriate, but it's fine. He's a little legitimate baby, but I don't know that it matters too much to these guys. They're just happy to have 2 happy, healthy babies. 2 boys. Wow. 2 sons. Look at that. Oh my goodness. You gotta go to the bathroom really badly. Oh, she came over to eat with him. That's so cute. So that's really good news from here, which is good because today's rolls, uh, I don't know, we just aren't having very good luck. I don't know what else to say about it. It's been really unlucky. Things have been really tough. Oh yeah, he hates bedtime. He's dastardly. That's so funny. Is that because of your dad? Yes. So I think on that note, with this happy news, we're gonna leave these four here. Tasman, Vilkas, and the two boys are doing totally fine and seem really happy together, so I hope that everything continues to go well for them. But I will see you in the morning at the next household. Okay, so it's the dawn. Well, I mean, it's not the dawn. That was silly. It's early-ish in the morning of Thursday, day 4 of 1365, and we are here with the Flores family because they are going to be having a family reunion. It's actually All Souls Day as well, and so I'm tempted to set up a thing so that we can, you know, pay tribute to Heath and say goodbye to him. But we have other goodbyes that we need to be say. Oh, we've got a thingy. Can you please dedicate a memorial thing to our buddy Heath? And yeah, we are starting a family reunion. So can you go invite, you can add him to your group. Where's your sister gone? She's disappeared. Okay, you can pick up your baby. Because today it's actually a double birthday. It's a Francisca, which in hindsight, I was like, why didn't I name her Fernanda instead of Francisca, which I struggle to say anyways. So I think that I might change her name. Why are you so angry, bro? But yeah, these guys are here and Heath's children should be coming as well, hopefully. But yeah, it's these two's birthday, so we're having kind of a get-together for them and also for saying goodbye to Heath and for something else, but we'll talk about that in a minute. So why don't you bring baby here? You can put her down here. We might change her name. And you're just sitting up here? Interesting.
Oh, please!
She wants to be friendly with her brother, and that's like the most sad. Reminisce? Oh, and talk to his display. Oh, that's so cute. And Leonora, yeah. Oh, I didn't know that he was gonna be in a little towel. Let's discuss the importance of family. He seems so upset, which, I mean, he's tense. He's not sad, he's tense. Which is because there's a big change coming for these guys, for the Blackwoods. And they're partly here to be able to say that to their cousins. Can everybody come over here? No, 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 no. Don't go night-night. You're having a birthday, if you don't mind. Help blow out candles, Francisca, who's shortly, I think, going to be Fernanda, because it's just easier. And also, Fernando probably would like that pretty good, wouldn't he? Okay, Fernando and Fernanda, it's your birthdays. It's a double birthday. Happy birthday, my dudes. Yay! Whee! And up she goes. So she was sensitive and now she's a charmer. Okay. That's cute. And then, would you please add some birthday candles? Or Idas, you can add some birthday candles instead. I don't mind who does it, so long as somebody does it. And then you as well are gonna make a wish. And I will say again, it's been a while since I've said it. The only wish to make at this point is for life. So, you're such a handsome sim. So happy birthday! Your oldest daughter is celebrating for you, your youngest daughter is celebrating for you, and all of you are celebrating together! Happy birthday! Happy birthday! For Fernanda Flores to survive her toddler birthday, she cannot roll the numbers 4, 8, 12, or 16, so... Oh, thank goodness. She's fine. And for Fernando to survive his adult birthday, he cannot roll the numbers 3, 6, 11, 13, or 18. Oh my gosh, she's totally fine. Fernando is like the luckiest sim in the world. He's never had a problem with his roles. His kids are totally fine. They got through the plague, no problem. Like, they're totally, it's so funny. Some families have all the luck, I guess. Oh my gosh. However, you know, things are about to change because Ingrid has, oh, Itis is finally family oriented. Yes, please be family oriented. Oh my gosh. Ingrid is pregnant. So she and Heath actually had a woohoo after she had the baby, the last baby. What was the baby's name? Oh, Valdis. And Valdis was actually Valdis was actually, it means goddess of death, so that might have been my fault that that whole thing happened. But wow, I didn't know that Ingrid was pregnant. That changes things. I thought that she was going to be leaving, and that was that they were leaving, but she's pretty heavily pregnant, so I guess that is not going to be the case. Okay, so we're going to say that Ingrid is planning on staying now until she has this baby and until the babies are at least infants, and then she's actually going to be leaving. A lot of people felt a lot of different ways in the comments. Some people thought she would stay, some people thought she would go, some people thought she would leave the older kids at least, maybe with Itis. So I flipped a coin in the end, did it randomly, and Ingrid, based off of that destiny, off of the randomizer, Ingrid has decided to leave and take her children with her. I thought a lot of great ideas for both sides came up, but particularly, you know, Ingrid is a spellcaster. She is really good at protecting her family, and she might not want her children, especially because they're only 6 years old, the oldest ones, to be away from her and away from her protection. So I think that after she has this baby and after the kids are at least infants, she's going to be leaving. And so we probably won't see this branch of the family until at least Inga and Alvar are teenagers. So it'll be a couple of years before we see them again. I love the fact that these sets of cousins are like out here just like blabbing with each other, being friends, getting along, hanging out. Like, I love that so much, which is why I'm really sad that they'll be leaving. And I think that's why they're sad that they're leaving too. Oh, such a sweet man over here cross-stitching. He's a bird lover, a cross-stitcher, a girl dad. I'm glad that he ended up proposing autonomously to Itis. I wonder what her life would have been like if it hadn't been for him. She's had a pretty charmed life. They've been really, really lucky here. Well, I think on that note, I'm actually just gonna let these guys get up to whatever they want to get up to. And I'm gonna pull this episode to a close. In terms of the background events, the things that are notable are that Portia and Alec Blount finally had another child. It was, I think, almost 5 years between their two children. It's taken them that long to conceive. It was a son that they named John, and both baby and mom were totally fine, so it was a super win. The Brewers, as usual, stood on the edge of a knife. Briar failed her toddler role, so that was their two daughters both failed their roles back to back. Luckily, Rose was able to convince Grimm to spare her sister, so she was returned. But that means that both of those daughters have already had to be pled for before, and if they ever fail another role, they're just gone. So it's not a great start for them. Their mother, Brenna, also had another child, which was another daughter, and that's Conrad's third child. But while she was fine, the baby did not survive the role. And so Conrad only has got one more baby try after that. Also, sadly, the last of Esmond's youngest daughter, Alice's line, broke. Antoinette was up for her child birthday and she failed. And because she had already been pled for before, there was nothing we could do. That was just the end for her. And so she left this world behind, and Alice's legacy was lost. Last but not least, in Lithuania, Danielis Miskinis actually passed his child birthday, leaving Seamus still with 2 surviving sons and a bit on rocky ground, but at least he's got 2 surviving sons and they've made it through their worst roles for the immediate future. So maybe we're in a good era with the Lithuanian Sims. They've been pretty lucky lately, except for losing Thorn. But other than that, I mean, he's not our Sim, and I would prefer to lose him over losing one of ours any day, not to be mean. But I hope that you've enjoyed this part. As always, let me know your thoughts and ideas in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next one when we will find out what has happened with Edgar while he's been away. Bye bye, everyone.